so many different attack vectors, and people are going to attack the weakest link, right? So how do you harden throughout? What if it was your money on the line? Where do you start?
It's a good question. So if it's my money on the line, I start with the data. So you always have to come back to the data and the value of the data. So you kind of do this cost-benefit analysis of how much money do I want to spend on security, how much money is this data worth to me, how much is it going to cost if it gets breached, and what kind of heartache is it going to cost. And then you start building out your security controls and your program around the value of the data. So what you're really doing is building the controls to the right level, the right cost, and the right value to protect your information.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. You know, something that we help customers with a lot is doing what we call enterprise threat modeling. So looking at all your assets, inventorying them, and having a systematic approach to quantify the value of those assets, look at what threats are there to those assets, and then what countermeasures can you put in place to mitigate those threats. So I think it's really a holistic approach, starting with your asset values, being the primary driver, because security should be looked at as an investment like any other investment in a business of, what's your return going to be? It's not always easy to quantify kind of the risk value and get a positive ROI on a security investment. But the idea being that you should prioritize your spending based on your largest risks and really trying to take a systematic approach to achieving that end.